All the walls around him are collapsing. And very soon, he will be stripped naked. And when he with the governor, because there is nothing, he cannot go anywhere. Already it's collapsing. All the walls around him are collapsing. And very soon, he will be stripped naked. And when a masquerade is stripped naked in the marketplace, it becomes a taboo. It becomes a shame. I don't want him to be stripped naked in the marketplace. And the best way to save himself is to take advantage of the Pandev resolution by setting up a reconciliatory committee led by a former governor, architect Obongata, so that will give him a little bit of cover. Let it be that, oh, Pandev intervene and we make peace. That is the only way he can survive. Because the Rivers people are no longer happy with him. The people of Niger Delta are not also happy with him. And therefore, if the people of Rivers State, who clothed them, who dressed the masquerade, out of anger, stripped the masquerade in the public, it will not be very nice. So the idea, oh, Mr. President intervened, I want Wike and SIM to realize that Rivers State is not Wike, and Rivers State is not SIM. Rivers State was created before some of them were born. And there are several governors that has come and gone. So they will also come and go. So if today you're a governor or you're a former governor and Mr. President now sit down without considering the interests of the state has the right to protest. And that was why the state is telling Mr. President, thank you for intervening, but you don't have the power to give directives to the governor under the 1999 Constitution. Mr. President do not have any power to direct the governor. What Mr. President can do is to consult with the governor and allow his son to operate. Nobody knew, the world did not know the division between two of them. So same should run like a father. I mean, Wike should behave like a father, so that he would not allow the dirty aliens to come out. But he has so handled the matter in the manner that secrets that are not known have all emerged. But nothing is new under the sun. So I appeal to him to change his mind and surrender to wisdom.
In the chat, he accused Governor Fogara of breaking the peace agreement with Tinubu. What do you think of this accusation?
You see, it's unfortunate. Wike, who was a former governor, who ruled like an emperor, does not understand the powers of the governor, even though he was using the power. And as I speak to you, our case is in the Supreme Court. So same did not do anything. It did not sponsor anybody. But the Rivers people decided to say that those terms of agreement or resolutions or directives are not in good terms with the River State. And when we are saying this, same did not seem to understand. Same was saying no price is too big for peace. And we told him, what an elder sees, sit down and see. A young man will climb mountain and he will not see. How can Mr. President direct that those who on their own went contrary to the Constitution, Section 109 of the Constitution, to say they have deflected from their party to another party, be taken back? How can Mr. President says those commissioners who have resigned must be reabsorbed? How can Mr. President direct that a budget that has been signed into law should be represented to a assembly that has resigned, has left the House of Assembly, and the legal assembly? So Rivers elders protested, and that was why we went to court, not because sin paid us to court. But come to the matter itself. It is very obvious that Wike cards are collapsing. It was boasted of local government area. And some of the local government chairmen were openly insulting the governor of Rivers State, indirectly insulting Rivers State, and said they would not leave office. Oh, same as taking the structure. The young man left the structure of APC and PDP and went to an unknown party. And because he has overwhelming support of the Rivers people, he won landslide. Those structures do not work. Let's look at the structure we can even talking about. I joined politics in 1979. And at that time, after the election, Okilo won. And Okilo structure came. 83, I contested an election against the NPN. I was UPN. And those structures were there until the coup came, overthrew the government. Then the other judge came. Other judge structure asked people like Sir Dr. Peter Odili, the former governor, B.S. Sekibo, Abechi, and Olko. And after the judge, Odili came with the restoration team. I was a member of the restoration team. By the grace of God, I want to tell Rivers people that I stand to be corrected. God used me to make Odili governor. God used me to make Odili governor. Odili is alive. If I'm telling lies, you should say it. And after Odili structure, Abechi came with the do you believe structure. And thereafter Wike came. So which structure is Wike talking about? But all those structures have collapsed because same has come to prove that there is God and God rules over the affairs of men. So for me, for the lives of Wike, whom I thought I've learned the craft of politics, having stayed in power for this long, should realize that it's better you surrender, it's better you reconcile, and let there be peace in Rivers State. The Rivers people need peace. Rivers people do not need division. Some persons may have the argument that Wike should not come back, he should go, because Wike ruled like a terror. Wike ruled like an emperor. And since he has ruled and left, since he has underdeveloped Rivers State with his so-called project, Mr. Project that was only in Obiakpo, they don't want him. But all the same, we're all Rivers people. We want everybody to come together. We want all hands to be on deck so that we can develop Rivers State as a united front. So that we can sit down and look at the South-South geopolitical zone. Today, Pandev is moving around to ensure that there's peace in Niger Delta. And have initiated a peace move. They have flown the olive branch. I will appeal to His Excellency Inyes Wike to take advantage of that olive branch and surrender, make peace with his son, Sim Fobara. Sim Fobara is not ready to fight Wike. He has all the apparatus of office to fight Wike. But he refused to use his executive powers just because of the love. Maybe they have their history. And he's still respecting that history. But Wike should realize that what happened between him and Sim is not new. Which I advised him earlier on. Allow the boy to be. Saraki, Olushola Saraki, and the son, what do you call him? Bola Solaki. Bukola Saraki. Had similar issue. But because the father was matured enough, he withdrew and allow his son to operate. Nobody knew, the world did not know the division between two of them. So same, should run like a father. I mean, Wike should behave like a father. So that he would not allow the dirty aliens to come out. But he has so handled the matter in the manner that secrets that are not known have all emerged. But nothing is new under the sun. So I appeal to him to change his mind and surrender to wisdom.
In the chat, he accused Governor Fubara of breaking the peace agreement with Tinubu. What do you think of this accusation?
You see, it's unfortunate. Wike, who was a former governor, who ruled like an emperor, does not understand the powers of the governor, even though he was using the power of the governor to oppress people. How do you expect a governor, an executive governor for that matter, an elected governor for that matter, to run an errand? Did Wike run an errand for Buhari? He never did. I have told you that Same was willing to do whatever Mr. President told him to do. But there are certain things that cannot be done. And we challenge it in the court. Today we're in Supreme Court. The government of Rivers State is different from the people of Rivers State. The government of Rivers State, they are given the authority to administer Rivers State. And in the course of administration of Rivers State, they would not sell Rivers State. So if one man wants to pocket Rivers State, the people of Rivers State will resist. And so same, has nothing to do. The Rivers people said, no, don't present the budget. Because to an illegal assembly, we believe strongly that governance is governed by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Mr. President is the president because there's a constitution that says he's the president. Same is a governor because there's a constitution that says he's a governor. Wike is a minister because there's a law that says, the constitution says one minister must be appointed per state. And if that same law says you cannot leave your party as a member of the House of Assembly or House of Representatives or senator to another party, when there are no problems in that party, you automatically vacate your seat. So to Rivers people, those 29 assembly members are not existent. They are no longer members of the House of Assembly. The number of people that remains, even if it's one person that remains, that is the House of Assembly that Rivers people will accept. And so you cannot present the budget to them. And for him, it's not another boy, Mr. President. Mr. President did not elect him. Mr. President was elected by a Nigerian. Same was elected by Rivers people. And so he's accountable, answerable to the people of Rivers State and not to anybody else. This was the man who was using the media to call himself Mr. Project. This was the minister, governor, who was using the judiciary to oppress the people. This is a governor who think that is next to God. So if today the media is objective and the judiciary is also objective, there is nothing wrong, the media blowing it. If the judiciary is corrupt, the media also have a role to say the media is corrupt, the judiciary is corrupt, with facts. They have to prove it. So if at the end of the day, it's not getting its way, because people are beginning to understand in antics, and the tide is going against him, then it's high time you surrender. Because I've told him tides against him. By the end of this quarter, the strength he thought he have will collapse. He has lost the local government. Despite all the problem he created, the local government are no longer under him. He's now trying to frustrate the local government by ensuring that the allocation is not given to them. He will also lose it. He has tried to seize the allocation of the state. He lost it. He tried as much as possible to see that he hold the grassroots. He has lost it. The House of Assembly members, we believe that at the end of first quarter, second quarter, they would no longer be members of the House of Assembly completely. They are not members even now, but the court will pronounce that they are no longer members of the House of Assembly. As regards this boasting of the Supreme Court, I think the judiciary itself will need to be watchful. The Supreme Court have a duty, have a responsibility to redeem the image of the judiciary. And therefore, Nigerians are watching what the Supreme Court would say. We shall see if the Supreme Court, which is the highest court of the land, will not follow the law as it is, will base on technicalities, will not interpret the law, will also overrule itself, that those who deflected can still be members of the House of Assembly. Nigerians are watching. But I can still advise him. I strongly believe that the law will take its course. We have faith in the judiciary. The judiciary, no matter what happens, is the hope of the common man. And we believe that the judiciary of Nigeria, particularly the Supreme Court, will interpret the law the way it should be interpreted, irrespective of the influence of one man or two or governor or president. The Supreme Court is the Supreme Court of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and the law, as it is, must be properly interpreted, and we will all appreciate it, and Nigerians will be happy. Because Nigerians are fed up with what is going on in River State. Nigerians are tired. You see, our people says, those that the God wants to kill, they first make them mad. And what is happening today in River State and Nigeria is something that we need to be careful. So my friend Wike should surrender and make peace.
Wike accused Fubara of seizing the salaries of 27 assembly members and failing to present the state budget to them. What's that?
You see, that was his original plan. But he failed. As I have told you, made the Nigerians before, that God made Wike to make mistakes. And those mistakes he has made are irreversible. By encouraging the assembly members to deflect from PDP to APC and losing their right, their power, or thinking that because they went to APC, APC is above the law of the land. We have seen PDP rule for 16 years. So APC is just ruling for maybe about 10 years. And if PDP can go, APC may also go. So they cannot above the law. So if they have defaulted the law must take its course. And as a governor, you need to preserve the law. He's sworn on oath to make sure he works with the Constitution. He obeys the law, he preserves the law. And so if Mr. Governor refused to pay the assembly members, whom he boasted to pay, he boasted to give them houses, he boasted to give them money and everything, that's what he to give them. River State money is for legitimate House of Assembly. May I use the opportunity to call INEC once again to please visit the issue of 27 assembly members and conduct a fresh election for that seat so that we can have legitimate House of Assembly members that will end a prescribed law, not those who have left office. Why didn't he insist that those commissioners that resigned, who went back and also resigned, should be paid? Wike, who has committed anti-party, Wike, who belongs to two parties, contrary to the philosophy of political party formation across the world. No man can be in two political parties. Wike is proving to the whole world that political parties is not based on ideology. If political parties are based on ideology, you cannot be in the right party and also be in the left party. He was a PDP member who rose from chairman to become governor, minister, and today he's working for APC. And his role in the PDP is to destabilize PDP. Wike was not there when we formed PDP. He did not know how PDP got to River State. All the meetings we had in Bolingo hotels, he was never in any of these meetings. And when those who brought PDP to River State died, Wike never contributed a dime, rather insulted them. And today he said he's the owner of PDP because he was the governor of River State, donated out our money. And so if he's boasting that nobody can remove him, he's left for the PDP. Most of us who formed the PDP are now standing in Akibu. We are just sitting there, standing out and looking at them. You hijack the PDP and you think you will not be paid. Let me tell you something. Wike got the PDP structure in River State fraudulently. Amechi entrusted him with the responsibility of managing the convention that brought the ESCO. Juyake was duly elected as the chairman. But Wike, thereafter, presented Go Round and the Bibia Walter as chairman and secretary of the party that were elected. Went to Abuja High Court, not Federal High Court, Abuja High Court, around Apu, and got a judgment against Juyake with the support of the then president, Goodluck Jonathan. And that made Jonathan to lose his presidency. That singular act made Amechi to join other 5 governors to pull out from PDP, that collapsed PDP. Now, when you fraudulently get something, the end result, you will see it. So the end is coming. The same court that gave him structure and is boasting has taken the structure from him. That is why I'm telling him he should not allow himself to be stripped naked in the marketplace. Because he has done so much atrocity and the payback time is coming. He cannot claim to know own PDP when he did not know how PDP was formed. He did not know how we got PDP to River State. So if opportunity came and he was governor and he spent River State's money lavishly, and today he will be in APC and PDP, Nigerians are wondering. Those who study government or political science are also wondering. He studied political science. His first degree was political science. And he should know that you cannot be in 2 political parties at the same time. Today in River State, he has Tony Kocha. Even though the court has thrown him out, he's still claiming to be APC chairman, working for Wike. And again, PDP, even though they're thrown out, they're still saying they're there. Yesterday, I watched a video where former local government chairman are still introducing themselves as chairman of local government. You see, these are fraud, impersonation. So I think the time is coming. The earlier, the better for him. Because if you continue, he will be stripped naked openly in the marketplace. You see, Senator Wabara was one of the founding fathers of PDP. Was a former Senate president. When Wabara was a Senate president, I don't know where Wike was, local government chairman. Today, a local government chairman can get up to accuse a minister, a Senate president. Doesn't make sense. When a man does not respect his elders at home, how will he respect elders outside? A man who sleeps bad sleep in his house will also have that bad sleep outside his house. So the antics of Wike are becoming unbecoming. And I pity him because this power will come and go. We have seen several presidents who have come and gone. We have seen former vice presidents who have come and gone. We have seen former Senate presidents who have come and gone. We have seen former governors who have come and gone. It's not the first governor, even in River State. Or it's not the first minister. And if you can treat people badly, you treat leaders badly, then your time will come. You should know that whatever we sow is what we are going to reap. He's a young person. He's not yet 60. And as elders, we have seen so much in life. As we get close to our graves, we begin to understand that this world is vanity upon vanity. So for him to be insulting elders, he should know that one day he will leave that ministerial seat. He has left governorship seat. His ambition of becoming president is already close. Because Tinubu is going second tenure. And after Tinubu's second tenure, the presidency is going to the north. And by the time the presidency goes to the north and you add it to his age, he will be over 70. And if you are in house of power for 8 years, you are fighting your own governor, you don't sustain it, he will come back to the wilderness. And somebody will tell him, I brought you back to power. If he can say in the sort of imagination that he brought the likes of Peter Odile, Sir Dr. Peter Odile, back to politics. Politics in Nigeria cannot be complete without the name of Sir Dr. Peter Odile written. And the man who made you chairman, through which help you became chairman, you served under chairman. You served under him as a chairman. Today you said you are the one who brought him to power. Oh, you built a house, but the man living in the bush, the man was living in the GRA. And this was a former governor who never left his house. The house he was living before he became governor, still the same house he lives. And you made a law to say you must give him a house. It's the River State government that built the house for Peter Odile. You, as a governor, look at the mansions you are building, you are showing affluence. This is unprecedented in this River State, where a former governor will show this affluence.
Wike don't finally see much. Wike is going naked. He will soon strip naked in the market. And when he don't enter market, that one time water don't pass Gary. But as it is now, he have time to amend, to repent, to call for peace now, to go and reconcile with Saint Fumbara. Because there's nothing Wike can do again. Wike has nothing to do again to win this case or for this matter to be in his favor. No, just that one, this matter is in the Supreme Court, Court of Appeal. Leave that thing. It's not going to work. Fumbara has made up his mind to end Wike's political career in this one. Because Wike, you lose it. Just humble yourself. Hide the shame. Go and make peace. Go and reconcile with him. So that those people who are against you, if you do humble yourself, now go and apologize. Those people will say, okay, our son has come back home. They will embrace you before this final, now the final stage when we do so, because all of them, you don't lost all of them. No one where you don't win, no one where you don't go in your favor. All of them. Now only at this thing now they wait for. All of them. All of them. Even if the court make that pronouncement to say those people together, is a waste of time. Saint Fumbara will not even agree. The best option for you is go and make peace. Go and apologize to Saint Fumbara. Because Saint Fumbara from day one, he was ready to make peace, but you were not ready. Your demand was too much for him. He can't do it. That's it. So Gradually, you are losing it. Anyways, please share this video. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'll be your guy. Run out for me now. Please subscribe.